Introducing Voxcraft, a new vocal effect plugin by UJAM. It transforms your generic recordings into creative and unique vocal sounds. And thanks to the inspiring workflow and optimized interface, you can get there with just a few clicks. In this video, I'm gonna show you how you can use Voxcraft to take your vocal loops to the next level. But before that, let's listen to Voxcraft in action.
There's no time and space they can keep me away from coming back to you. There's no time and space they can keep me away from coming back to you. Hold on to what we had before. Hold on to what we had before.
Alright, so I created these 3 unique vocal sounds using Voxcraft. I'm gonna break down exactly how I created them so you can go and create your own sounds after this video. Here's sound number 1.
There's no time and space they can keep me away from coming back to you.
In Voxcraft, we got 2 main sections. The voice section on top, where the identity of the voice is shaped, and the effects section on the bottom, where the creative transformations happen. Let's start from scratch and see what I did to reach this specific sound. First, I turned down the formants to make the voice feel a little bit thicker.
There's no time and space. There's no time and space they can keep me away from coming back to you.
Unlike the pitch knob, the formant leaves your melody on the same notes but makes them sound darker. Next, I used the unison knob to make the voice wider and thicker. It works like a chorus effect that can sound as if there were multiple vocals on top of each other.
There's no time and space they can keep me away from coming back to you.
Voxcraft also houses its own pitch correction tool to tune your vocals. I just need to set the key of my melody and turn up the amount of the correction applied.
There's no time and space they can keep me away from coming back to you.
Moving on to the effects section, what I used next was the dynamic module, where I added a gentle compression to the vocals to make it sit more stable in the mix.
There's no time and space they can keep me away from coming back to you.
Over here, we have the filter module that shapes the frequencies of your sound. I used the high-pass filter to take out the low frequencies of the voice to make it sound more clean, tidy, and crispy.
There's no time and space they can keep me away. There's no time and space they can keep me away from coming back to you.
In the delay module, I chose a ping-pong delay that jumps from one ear to the other ear in a rhythmic pattern. This makes the voice wider and adds atmosphere by still keeping it clean and direct.
There's no time and space they can keep me away from coming back to you.
The reverb module here is what gave my sound more depth. You can choose from some very interesting and unique reverb types, but I went with a medium hall just to give the vocal that 3D space to sit within the music.
There's no time and space they can keep me away from coming back to you.
Okay, let's move on to how I created the second sound. For this one, I used a vocal loop from a sound library, as most of you probably do. That's what it sounds like with Voxcraft. Starting in the voice section again, I turned down the formant knob to make the voice sound darker, and again the unison knob to make it sound wider and from outer space.
Hold on to what we held before. Hold on to what we held before.
In the character module from the effects section, I used a bit crush effect that adds a very digital and crushed sounding distortion. And in the filter module, I used the low pass mode that takes out the high frequencies from the distortion to give the vocals a darker character.
Hold on to what we held before.
As a reverb, I used the reverse type that adds a reversed ghost-like reverb tail to the end of the words.
In
In this next example, you'll see that Voxcraft really lets you push the limits of sound design. Here I'm gonna start backwards so you can understand my decisions better. The core of the sound is the stutter. I achieved this by using the repeat effect in the chop module.
Word, the time and place, you know I will raise to you. Word, the time and place, you know I will raise to you.
Next, I wanted the chops to be very punchy and on point. So I did two things. First, I dialed up the correction so that the notes are very tight. And I set the dynamic module to overcooked, which makes the chops very solid and consistent in volume because it compresses the vocals very hard. On top of that, I used the saturation effect in the character module to make the voice cut through even more.
Word, time and place, you know I will raise to you. Word, time and place, you know I will raise to you.
And then I added a bit of reverb just to give it a bit of depth.
Word, time and place, you know I will raise to you.
Now, if you don't know where to start or you just need some inspiration, Voxcraft has two very helpful features: the built-in presets and the DICE feature. Before we look at the DICE feature, take a listen to some Voxcraft presets. But the DICE feature takes it to another level. By pressing the DICE button, the plugin is automatically gonna create random combinations of settings, which can lead to super unique sounds that would have never entered your mind. Let's listen to some of them. So, even though Voxcraft can take care of mixing problems in your vocals, it's designed specifically to spark your creativity and take your unique vocal loops to another level. Head over to UJAM.com to get Voxcraft today and finally transform your music with just a few clicks. Thanks for watching.